Currently, Boruto is a character who easily defeats any opponent, but soon he will awaken new powers that will make him invincible. With these new powers, Boruto will gain godlike abilities. Join me to explore Boruto's new powers. Rinnegan. One power that Boruto will awaken at some point is Momoshiki's Rinnegan. This is possible because Boruto is 100% Otsutsuki and possesses all of Momoshiki's data, allowing him to use all of his powers freely. Kawaki, who does not have all of Ishiki's data, can use Kokugan and its abilities. Therefore, Boruto, who has 100% of Momoshiki's data, will also be able to use Momoshiki's Rinnegan and its powers. This Rinnegan is located in Momoshiki's hand, so Boruto will have the Rinnegan in his left hand. For this to happen, Boruto will need to master Karma level 2 when Momoshiki's horns appear. So far, Boruto has only used Karma level 1. At the moment, Boruto avoids using Karma because he does not want to rely on Momoshiki's powers and fears having his body taken over, but we know he will master Karma as indicated by the anime's opening scene. Boruto will be an excellent user of the Rinnegan as Sasuke has personally trained him, and Boruto has seen the Rinnegan's powers multiple times. Additionally, Momoshiki's Rinnegan has several unique abilities. Return ninjutsus and receivers. The special power of Momoshiki's Rinnegan is to absorb ninjutsus and return them with greater potency. When Boruto awakens the Rinnegan in his left hand, he will have access to this power. Therefore, no ninjutsu will work against him, as Boruto will be able to absorb ninjutsus with his Karma and return them with his Rinnegan, significantly increasing their destructive power. We do not know the limits of this technique of Momoshiki, as it might also work against Shinjutsu since we do not know the full extent of his Rinnegan's power. Boruto has seen Momoshiki use this power several times in his fight against the Otsutsuki, and thus is aware of the abilities of Momoshiki's Rinnegan. Another power Boruto will have access to with the Rinnegan is the ability to manipulate chakra receivers, as Momoshiki demonstrated mastering this skill perfectly. These receivers can paralyze opponents and cause immense pain, as shown when Jigen defeated Naruto and Sasuke. This proves that, if used correctly, these receivers can be a powerful weapon in a fight. Momoshiki also used these receivers to neutralize Sasuke when he helped Boruto defeat the Otsutsuki. Manipulate physical matter. This is a power of Momoshiki's Rinnegan that many have overlooked. When Boruto awakens the Rinnegan, he will also be able to manipulate physical matter at will. We saw Momoshiki do this by using the Divine Tree to create a giant wooden monster with multiple heads and the ability to unleash energy blasts, as well as creating a giant golem of rock and lava that rivaled Kurama. Boruto will be able to use this same power to manipulate matter, easily creating a giant golem to fight against a Megazord, or even a giant creature that releases a large amount of energy. This might seem like an exaggeration at first, but Boruto can use all of Momoshiki's powers, as his Karma has transferred all the data into his body, allowing him access to all the Otsutsuki's abilities. Another power Boruto will have access to is the ability to create weapons, a power Momoshiki obtained from Kinshiki after absorbing him in fruit form. With this ability, Boruto could create more powerful weapons and swords, as well as chains. These weapons have extraordinary power as they are Shinjutsu, 6 paths of the Rinnegan. The most powerful abilities of the Rinnegan that Boruto could use are undoubtedly the 6 paths of the Rinnegan. Momoshiki's Rinnegan also possesses this power as he has previously used the power of attraction. With these abilities, Boruto would become almost invincible, as he could manipulate his own body to create weapons and extra limbs, with the ability to use missiles or unleash pure energy. Boruto would also have the ability to manipulate life and death, as one of the Rinnegan's powers is to use the King of Hell to regenerate anyone, even if the damage is severe. He could also paralyze an opponent's body with just a touch on the head, using the human path to extract and absorb the user's soul if desired. This power, combined with the Hiraishin, would make Boruto one of the strongest characters in history, as he could, within seconds, tear out the soul of any character, including the soul of Momoshiki residing in Boruto. Boruto could manipulate the forces of attraction and repulsion, drawing in his adversaries and removing their souls in sequence. Additionally, the Rinnegan would grant access to Chibaku Tensei, a sealing jutsu that Boruto has seen Sasuke use. Another power Boruto would have access to is Shinra Tensei, a powerful technique that destroys everything around it, the same power that destroyed Konoha in the past. The abilities of the 6 paths of the Rinnegan, combined with the Hiraishin and other powers, would make Boruto invincible. Byakugan and its powers. The Byakugan is a dojutsu that Boruto managed to manifest during the first Code Invasion, but he has never used it effectively. This is because he has not yet fully mastered Karma, but at some point he will also master the Byakugan's powers. One of these powers is the ability to see in 360 degrees, allowing him to view from all angles and evade any attack, as well as see for miles. Using the Byakugan, Boruto will also be able to see the chakra points of his opponents, thus allowing him to use the gentle fist of the Hyuga clan to block all the chakra points of his enemies. He will also have access to abilities such as rotation and the unique fighting style of the Hyuga and Otsutsuki, which is deadly at close range. With Momoshiki's Byakugan, Boruto will also gain access to the special Otsutsuki power that allows him to literally see the future, a skill Momoshiki used to predict that Boruto would lose everything in the future due to Ida's omnipotence. Even with just one Byakugan, Boruto can utilize all these powers with ease. Total control of Karma. So far, we have not seen Boruto fully using his Karma powers. This is due to Boruto's fear that Momoshiki might harm someone. As a result, he has trained intensely and gained new powers to avoid relying on Karma, and he has indeed become extremely powerful with his techniques. However, we know that he will master Karma and overcome the fear of using this Shinjutsu. When he fully masters Karma, he will be able to absorb ninjutsu and chakra, as well as travel between universes, just as Sasuke did in the past while investigating the Otsutsuki clan. Boruto will also gain regenerative powers when using Karma, and will experience a significant increase in strength, as well as greater potency in all his techniques, making him much more resistant to attacks. Jugen and its powers. The powers of the Jugen could be Boruto's greatest weapon on this list, but we still don't know its true level of power. This dojutsu has received several mentions in the anime from characters like Momoshiki, Toneri, and Urashiki, who talk about Boruto having Otsutsuki clan powers. Even Shibai Otsutsuki was shown in the anime with what appears to be multiple Jugan, raising the possibility that this dojutsu could be a Shinjutsu and Shibai's greatest power, on par with the abilities of Ada and Demon. However, for now, this remains just a theory. At some point, we will see the true power of this dojutsu. Sage Mode. Boruto has shown that he does not want to rely on Momoshiki's Karma, so one power he might reveal in the upcoming chapters is Sage Mode of the Frogs, as it has been confirmed that Boruto spent 2 years training with Kashin Koji, who is a user of Perfect Sage Mode. Using Sage Mode, Boruto would become much stronger physically and more resilient, as well as dramatically increase the power of all his techniques, a characteristic of Karma. With Senjutsu, Boruto would also gain sensory powers, along with abilities like the Frog Kata. In fact, Boruto already uses frogs in his battles to assist him with Hiraishin. What other updates will emerge in the Boruto manga? Here on Nerdficando, you'll find all the latest news from the Boruto universe, as well as the best explanations about everything in the manga. So make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on to not miss anything. On the screen are 2 videos that you will love.